And we might be live. Let's see how this works. Well, it says live, so let's see when the people start coming in. Hey everybody, is anybody out there? I know I'm about 3 minutes early, but I wasn't sure it was going to work. So I just wanted to try it. Steve, good to see you. Thank you. Thank you for making it. You're first, apparently. First one that commented at least. But then again, we know that the comments lag a little bit on the Google Hangouts. So they're about 30 seconds behind. Just reposition that. I think that'll work. Hey Manny, are you driving again? Alex, good to see you. Thank you for coming. We'll just wait till the official start, you know. Hey Tony, good to see you. Glad y'all could make it. Cap, awesome, you made it. Quality good, sound good. Just kind of checking the technical side. I hope this works out. This is still not routine for me. All right. Looks like people are starting to trickle in. That's wonderful. Well, I hope you guys are okay. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for making time for the live shave. Morning, Abe. Manny, where you heading to? Well, looks like we've got a couple of people here already. I guess the rest will join in later, hopefully. And then let's get going. Now, for the shave today, it's going to be more or less up to you what I'll be using. And in the original posting of Instagram, I asked what razor, and there's 3 people that voted the slant. Now this is the RazoRock version of it, the German 37 slant Torsionsrubel. It's just the head. The handle, I had a fatty handle that I got off eBay one time, long time ago. It's a Scotch and Stowe, and the handle is just fantastic. Hey Mars, glad you could make it. Well, hey Butcher, I mean, it would have been possible if you would have voted on the Instagram thing, but as far as brushes go, brushes and soaps are still up for debate. That'll be chosen live. Jeffrey, good to see you. Howdy. Hi Frank, good to see you. So hey, fantastic, my son's here. Watching the live. Now, as far as brushes go, I've got a boar and a badger soaking, and I have synthetic up there. So whatever your preferences are, the boar brush would be my Semogue 1438. The badger would be the little Shave Mac. So if you guys and hold on, the synthetic would be the Sterling 26 mil. I think it's 26 mil. Yeah. Synthetic. Kind of votes are coming in. Oh boy. War. Okay. Got one each. Yeah, this live event kind of came about rather surprisingly. We decided on it last night, just while I was on the phone with Cap, and you know, he gave me the option if I wanted to, and yeah, I did. Since let's see if Kevy shows up. He's tearing down his house right now, more or less. Boar, please. Okay, that's the second one with a boar. All right. So yeah, you guys keep letting me know what you guys. A cat hairbrush. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna get either of the two cats in here. I opted out of the Shavette shave, which Brad had suggested, and due to fear of blood loss. If I get the cats in here, there will definitely be some blood. Yeah, the Gentleman's Groom Room meetup is tomorrow. Thank you, Steve, for putting that out there. Hope we're going to get some videos off of that and maybe a small live feed or something like that on Instagram. That'd be awesome. Groom Groom. The Groom Groom. I'm terrible at Scottish. This is one of the soaps I have available, the Palmolive Sensitive, the Wilkinson Sword. I've got a hard soap, HYM. I've got Spike Cream, and I have some Florina Cream. So you guys let me know what you want to see out of those ones. It is a little bit German themed, this one, because yeah, we're just kind of going back and forth this week since I've got some German videos planned, and just kind of putting things out there. I think it's the Beverly Hills estate he's currently working on. The Manhattan one was just recently refurbished. Okay, all right, I'm getting some Spike in here. Oregon. Okay. Well, I guess Spike it is. Spike Rasiercreme. Leo, good to see you. Glad you could make it. All right, let me just clear off the counter a little bit so I have some room to work with. Okay. Shave Mac, okay. Now, Tabak is a great German one. I'd have that here too, but I've recently used that in a video, so I didn't want to pull it out right then and there again. You know, just kind of mixing it up a little bit. So I've had 3 votes for the boar. So guys, if you want to see the badger, let me know. You got about a minute left. So yeah, tell you what, about time to wet the face then, and load the razor. And I will be using a new blade for me, which is somewhat unusual that I'll be using it in a slant. The boar is the Semogue. This is boar hair. And this is badger. Shave Mac. All right, we're almost tied with the brushes. One more vote, or badger. Now I'll be using a Supermax Super Stainless Green I got these in, I think a week and a half ago, and I haven't had a chance to use them yet. Oh boy. Guys, you're neck and neck. Oh, this isn't good. Okay. I just opened up these blades and look what I found inside the wrapper. That's rust. Okay. So that's a goner. That's a bummer. This is interesting. These are modern blades and they're rusty. The vintage blades I used on the last shave, which were over 40 years old, nothing. Yeah, tell me about it. So hold on, let me just get a replacement blade. Bum, 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 bum. Let's go with a Rapira Super Stainless third shave. Just had that flying around in there. That is very unfortunate, but if you guys, it's actually not a bad thing that it did happen. I've never had it happen on any one of my blades yet that they were actually rusty. I'm sorry, dropped the washer. And yeah, that's interesting. Don't shave with something like that. I mean, on a vintage blade, it's been sitting around the bathroom for many years. It can get rusty at some point in time. The Dorco, well, I actually have some, but the Dorco primes are out on the dresser, and I'd have to go get them. It'll be 2-3 minutes until I find them. So I'll use the Dorco prime on one of the future shaves. I promise, Abe. So yeah, let's load the Rapira. This is a 3-piece razor, and I do put a little washer in underneath, just on the threads. I don't know if you can see that there, because the handle, the diameter up here is then the cutout on the bottom of the head, and I don't want to mess up any of the threading or anything like that. So just to kind of make sure that it's okay. All right, that's looking pretty good. Hold on. There we go. Slightly skewed. All right. I don't know if you guys can see that. See if it shows up. Should be okay. Yep. All right. So did we decide on 4 again? All right. It looks like it will be the bore. Let me just get the shave mac out of the water so I can dry off some. Yes. Hey, Carrie. Glad you could make it. Yes, it is the slant. Unfortunately, I just had to change up the blade because the blade I wanted to use, which was brand new out of the package, and it's rusty. So let me wet the face and let me get going. Yeah, if you guys ever have a rusty blade, that's a no-no. And I'll have to go through the packs that I've got. I've got 50 blades, and I have to see what is usable and what not. That was a very, very negative surprise. So we shall be using, due to vote, the Speich Rasiercreme, and I will be face lathering. I'm not going to go for a bowl because I suck at bowl lathering. I can do it, but it's not my preferred technique. And oh, I'm loving the scent. Speich has a really nice, unique scent. It's fantastic stuff. I don't think I've ever gotten a bad shave out of it yet. So let me get going. So bore brush Semogue 1438. Let me just show you. Dip it, shake it out a little bit so you don't make a mess, and then shake out once good. All right, done. All we need. Well, it's everybody has their preference. That's the nice thing. And there's you know, certain times when I do like to bowl lather, but okay. Shouldn't have worn a collared shirt. Hold on. We'll get this going here real quick. There we go. Spike is a plant. Yes, that is a the spike plant is a natural herb, however you want to pronounce that. That can be found in Germany, and the company Spike has made it a main ingredient in their products. Now, just being said, it can be found out in the wild, but the company is, of course, using a whole lot. So they have a plantation. They grow their own. It's a sustainable agriculture that they use in order to get these extracts. And it's yeah, it is a plant extract, and it has good skin properties, healing properties, and yeah, they've made a name out of that. I'm sorry, Manny. You'll see it on the recording. I'll put it up. But during this time, you always seem to be driving. Well, Manny, it's kind of the time slot that has been created here on a Saturday. I've gotten one or two, not complaints or anything like that, but remarks regarding the time frame that not everybody can chime in on a Saturday. But I think for the majority of people, you know, Saturday is where they do have time. They do have off, and so it's probably not a bad thing to have that Saturday or Sunday, or at least on the weekend. Okay, what do you think of the lather? Is that looking all right for you? So we came up with plenty. And everything is dropping. So, okay. All right, so German 37 slant, razor rock head, fatty handle with a Rapira on its third shave, unfortunately. So let's get shaving. Now unfortunately, I don't have the original Merkur, or Merkur. Oh, it's correctly pronounced, Merkur. 37C to compare this to. In case any of you guys do, please chime in on if there's any differences between the two, except, yeah, obviously that the one is a 2-piece razor and this one is a 3-piece. And about $20 cheaper. And I gotta say, this lather is fantastic. It's really nice, cushiony. Andreas, I am using the Spike cream. Here we go. This one. Titty, you made it. Fantastic. Yeah, and I'm making a mess of myself here. Live on camera. So just a quick question, is the feed holding up? Hey, Michael. Good to see you. Thank you for joining in. Gotta say the Rapira is working well. No surprises there. It's a very very steady blade. I don't have too many problems. I don't count it towards my absolute favorites, just because it is, it's kind of middle of the road. It's it works great, but there's nothing exciting about it, which on the one side is a good thing. But yeah, I don't really use it that often. Lately here I've been on the Supermax binge shaving trip kind of deal. So just trying out different different Supermax blades. Let's just put it this way, Alex. I had to put on a shirt because nobody wants to see this. Me running around, standing around in a bathroom half naked shaving? No. I'm not going to put you guys through this. Okay. I don't know if they still make it. I know there's a good bunch out there. So you can probably look around on the buy sell trade if they don't. Now the Wunderbar is something different. That's a totally different razor. It's I don't even know if the Wunderbar is a torsion type slant. I have not looked at it just because it's got that huge price tag on it. So yeah, slickness is fantastic. So if you guys get a chance to try out some Spike for the sole reason that it's a great cream, and it's also available as a stick. You can grind that up and then lather it just like any other soap. The scent is something you have to like. It's a little bit herbal, slightly lavenderish, medicinal, a little bit. Medicinal as far as like herbs go and all that kind of stuff. But as you can see, it's just fantastic lather. Let me just Andreas, I am in South Carolina. This is doing very well. Oh, by the way, I had, what was it, 3 days of growth. I shaved Wednesday night last. So, yeah, this slant took that down without even thinking twice about it. So it is a very nice, efficient razor. Does Weber still make razors? I thought they stopped doing that and only made handles now. Heard a lot of things about them, but by the time I kind of got going, they were already stopped. I know on the buy sell trades and stuff like that, you can pick some up, and if you pay ridiculous prices, maybe on eBay. Oh yeah, this is moving along very nicely, gentlemen and lady. Oh, okay, so they are just making Weber is just making handles now. Okay. Yeah, I thought that I read that somewhere. But they have a great reputation. Be interesting to figure out why the heck they stopped making their razors. Hey, Gray Dog. Thanks for popping in. Just for those who joined, using a Razorrock German 37 slant with a Rapira, third shave, and Simoe 1438, along with some Schweig. So how's everybody's Saturday going so far? Hmm. Well, Andreas, I'm German, and I've been in North Carolina and South Carolina. I've lived in both states so far, and yeah, I don't plan on moving anywhere else anytime soon. But who knows? I'm here because of work. Job sent me here just for you guys that are interested. Yeah, work brought me here, and I decided to stay. All right, let me just get some water on the face. Doesn't need a whole lot. Oh, the rugby game already is already finished. I saw some postings on Instagram about the rugby game. Saw the startup sequence where they do their little hoop hoop hoop. All right, it's time for the pickups. And to be quite honest, I just felt around. There ain't that much left. Steve, nice shape, by the way. Just saw it before getting started here. Hey, Joshua. Oh, Joshua, now that I have you on the chat here, are you going to the North Carolina meetup on the 29th of July? Quick question. And if for anybody else, yes, in Raleigh, North Carolina, there is a meetup planned for the end of next month. Very light touch here. There isn't much to pick up. Those rotten Kiwis. Yeah, we don't get a lot of rugby over here. Whilst living in England, I had to play it in school. It was either I had the choice between cricket, football, or / soccer, or rugby. And since I lack the skills of playing soccer, I kind of opted out for rugby. That was more my thing. Get to knock people over and not get a foul for it. No, you do get bruised up pretty good. That much I can tell you. They're not wearing any of the gear that you have in football, but it's almost the same type of contact. No, Grey Dog, I did not. Not yet. I've been eyeballing a Vylon. I think that's how you pronounce it, but haven't pulled the trigger on it yet. I might put that one out there as a maybe a Christmas present or something like that, or see if see if the wife takes on that one. What do we original and sport? Did I miss something? Fine lavender pour on be a nice pairing with Spike. Yes, you actually can pair the fine lavender pour on with it. I do have it here. It's just a matter of liking fine lavender pour on and being in the mood for it, because it is a little bit of a darker lavender scent, and you have to somewhat be in the mood for it. But it would pair nicely. It does pair nicely. I've done it in the past. All right. Guys, I'd say we're about through with the shave here. This went very nice and smooth. Blade performed wonderful. Spike always performs. Let's put it this way. I've never gotten a bad shave off of it. And it's really nice and protective. Yes, Andreas, fine does make great aftershaves. I'm thinking about getting the American blend, because I think it's the same scent as the American Barber from Razor Rock, which is based off of Rive Gauche, I think. And I love that scent, but Fine adds some menthol to it, which is a nice twist. Yes, I know I'm too quick, Steve. Now the platinum, as far as I know, I think is Creed Aventus, gentlemen, right? If you could chime in there a little bit. All nine. Wow. Quick question on the all nine. The Absolute Santal, would that pair nicely with Pro Rosso Red? And the citrus, the fresh citrus, I think that's an Acqua di Gio, isn't it? Or is it Acqua di Parma? Ooh, okay. Let me get the witch hazel out. And this time, I mixed that little bit I had left in there of the generic kind with some of the Thayers that I have in the fridge, the rose petal. Now the scent doesn't linger or anything, so it's not gonna disrupt here. But I just wanted to try out and see if it mixes. And I'm getting a very nice rose scent and a little bit of that afterburn. The alcohol that's still left in there, it's great. I think I might be doing that, just thinning out the Thayers. Fine Platinum Creed Aventus. Yes, okay, great. Acqua di Parma. Okay, so I'm probably not going to go towards that, because Acqua di Parma, I have the Piacenza from Sterling. Where'd that come from? Kevy? You singing again? Wish Kevy was here. Maybe he'll see this afterwards. SoCal Shave, what Did I miss something? Oh, darn it. All right. While this is drying off. No, I'm not as good as Kevy by any means. Kevy's a pro. Not just entertainer wise, but also singing wise and musician wise. He plays, I think he plays the guitar. So, I believe blues. Okay, thank you, Andreas. I believe the Santal Absolute would be a great pairing, but I only have the Proraso Red Aftershave. The Proraso seems a little less natural and less earthy to me, but they are both very sweet and woodsy. So fantastic. That's good information. Thank you, Andreas. So, all right, since we've got the witch hazel, which mixes up very nicely. I got to remember that. Like I said, German 37 slant is what we used. Fatty handle with Rapira third shave. Worked out good. Although it's going to get tossed after this one. I'm not doing more than 4 shaves on most of my blades, except when I'm experimenting to see how long they last. We have used the Simode 1438 board brush. Very nice. This is my first brush that got this whole thing started. And yeah, and as a soap, we used Spike Cream. Now to finish off, just because Cap had mentioned it yesterday, Irish Moose. Got to. Healthy helping. Anybody? There we go. There's the camera. Oh, gotta love that stuff. Not much burn, just a little bit here. So, not a bad shave, all in all. I'm very happy. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. It just kind of goes a little bit into the, just takes it into another realm as far as herbal goes. This also, a very nice cologne-y, little bit herbal scent. It's just it's very nice. What I can do is I can look up on the internet to see if I can find the scent pyramid for Irish Moose, but it's very nice cologne type aftershave, but a little bit on the earthy green side, oak mossy kind of deal. I mean, like the name says, moss, Irish. You got the greens, you got the mosses. It's very nice. Unfortunately, I didn't look it up, but if you bear with me there, I'll see to it that on the Instagram account, I'll post it up, and on the next shave, I'll try and just bring it in and not forget about it. It is an interesting scent, Andreas. You have to like it. It's definitely nothing modern, but it's a classic. It's been around for 40 years or something like that. No, it's absolutely not similar to green Irish tweed. It might be heading into the same direction, but it has no commonalities whatsoever. Now, I will be finishing off with a scentless balm. This one happens to be a German brand, Balea, which is kind of like a Walgreens, CVS type deal. It's the house brand, and it's absolutely unscented. That's why I like it. Doesn't mess up the good scent of the Irish Moose. Okay. And we are almost done. Now, as far as the shave goes, I'd say we're pretty well finished. But if you don't mind hanging around a little bit, I wouldn't mind, not one bit. Let's just chit chat. Irish Moss would be a nice pairing with CRSW Prato Verde. Don't know Prato Verde. The Green Irish Tweed has a very unique scent. I really have to say. It's almost kind of like not scent wise in any kind of way, but it's the same type of deal as with Tabac. Some people love Tabac, but it's got a very unique scent. Other people think that scent smells like old man. The same thing has happened to me with the Green Irish Tweed. It's a very nice scent, and just to kind of get this out of the way, Tabac and Green Irish Tweed are totally different scents. But a lot of people think it smells like an old man a little bit because it's a kind of a classic scent. Abe, I've got the Sterling Green Irish Tweed, yes. It's the only one I've tried up until now, and it's the only one I think I'll ever need. Yeah, Frank, we'll talk about that one later. Oh, Tabac is fantastic stuff. It's it's been a classic. It's been around since 1959 for a reason, and it still gets used today. And the same thing is with Green Irish Tweed. That's since been around for a good number of years, and it's still being used today and readily copied by everybody. So I think there's a good following there, and people wouldn't follow it if it was a bad scent. Let's put it this way, or an unpopular one. Yeah, the woody notes. I get the sandalwood smells like old man, but that's why I like the Pro Rosso, because it's more of a sweet sandalwood. And I think at almost 40 now, I think I can sport an old man scent. Frank, no comments. Peanut Gallery is quiet then there, right? Yeah, you guys are killing me. Yeah, Titty Tabac is the bomb. Carrie, I'm glad you could join in. Say hey to Sarah, and thank you for joining in. You have a good Saturday. Yeah, I wish Paul H could have joined in, and we could all have congratulated him on his birthday. Very nice shave, Steve. When you did a little bit of an aggressive one there, didn't you? R41 with a feather, living on the edge. Hey, Isla. Hi. That's awesome. Once Liam starts watching, then we're good to go. Joshua, you need to try Tabac. If you care for it, if you're there at the meetup on the 29th of July in Raleigh, by any chance, I'll bring my Tabac shave stick with me, and we'll figure something out there, a little sample, or if you just want to take a sniff at the scent, because like I said, the scent is not for everybody. It's you gotta like it. It is slightly polarizing. Yes, Alex. Yes, Steve did tempt fate with that combo of the R41 and the feather blade. Grey Dog. Yes. Like I said, I've got one on the watch list on Amazon. The Vylon, just so I can try it out. It's one of those things that I haven't tried yet, and of course I'm curious on how it is. I know Cap loves his, He absolutely digs it. His little horsey, and I believe it's yours that you made for him. So yeah, I'm still in the market for one. Thank you, Steve. Thank you on the comment. I absolutely like this shave. I mean, the result is great. I'm ready to go for this Saturday. I can show myself outside again without 3 days of stubble. uh, Frank, are you asking me what my favorite soap is? I do not really have 100% favorite. There's I just have too many soaps that I do like. If I was going to be nailed down to one that I could readily get, let's say if all artisans had to stop making soaps for some odd reason, who knows? I don't know. All tallow went out in this world, and the vegan ones didn't work either, and we didn't have any more stearic acid. Um, I, Tabak would be probably one of the better performing ones, or Spike. Like I said, I don't mind using regular bought products, Palmolive, Nivea, Florina, Spike, you name it. Tabak, is a readily bought soap that I can get at the store, and I still like it. That being said, I like my artisans just for the scent and the performance. The performance is outstanding. So yeah, I have a hard time nailing it down. So Josh, you are going. That's fantastic. Yes, and I do have a barbershop scent. I have Maggard's London Barbershop. I have American Barber. I have, oh God, guys, I, I've got to work one more week, and then I have a week off of work. And during that week off, I plan on doing a little walkthrough, kind of like Kevy did, space it out. You know, the soaps, the aftershaves, the razors, the blades, the brushes, and just kind of make 2, 3 videos out of that. And I hope you guys would be interested in it. And then you guys can kind of see what I've got, and I don't have to explain myself too long because it gets boring very quickly. Okay, thank you, Grey Dog. I will. Okay, guys, can hold on. Let me just see if I can scroll down. Oh boy, that didn't work out. I shouldn't touch this. Wow, I can't read any more comments. What the heck? Hold on, let me get the mouse. Okay. So thank you, Grey Dog. Yeah, I'll send you a PM. All right, guys. I don't know if you guys wanna hang around a little longer. I just got everything going again. I couldn't read comments up until just briefly because I wanted to scroll up to get the email address. But Cap, I think you have it also, just in case I can't find it anymore later. Well, thank you, Ciscotopia. Now that's one to pronounce, Ciscotopia. I'm digging these live shaves too. I mean, it's an absolutely fantastic platform. I'm absolutely loving it. Greydog at Gmail. Okay, thank you. The Sterling Barbershop. I have the sample here, and I haven't been able to use it yet. I think I've got 5 or 6 more samples which I want to go through on the videos, but unfortunately, due to work being slightly crazy right now and a lot of overtime, I'm barely getting in the shaves that I want to video. So yeah, I'm a little bit behind on it. I'm sorry. Oh, my dad's slim adjustable. I'm glad you liked it, Josh. Yeah, that razor means quite a bit to me. It was the one my dad had, and he gifted to me, so that one has a special place. All right. Have you ever finished a soap or cream? No. I'll show you one thing. This is the one that is closest to getting finished. I don't know if you can see that. There's a little bit of a ring left behind, and this was a half puck of Haslinger, German pronounced Haslinger coconut that I was gifted about a year and a half ago. Since Haslinger doesn't take a whole lot, just swirl a couple of times and whoop-de-doo, you got the lather going. This is the one that is closest. I think it's been almost 2 years now of wet shaving. Mer shaving soaps. Gray Dog, you got me stumped here. I got the Mer shaving brush. Mer shaving, just exactly like you spelled it. MER in capitals and shaving small. This brush is made by Mer shaving, the handle. So I didn't know the gentleman also made soaps. That's something new. I gotta look up his Etsy shop. Clubman, yeah, okay. I haven't tried the Sterling Clubman, Alex. I think we talked about that, but the Clubman aftershave, brilliant. Yeah, this custom brush, all it is the handle was made by Mer Shaving, by that gentleman, and he said basically send me whatever knot you want, and I picked the TGN 22 millimeter fan. Sent it to him. He said, we had a nice little discussion per email. He walked me through the whole process because this was my first custom brush. I had no clue of what I was doing, and I sent him a sketch. Since I am capable of doing technical drawings, elaborate one, and he actually liked that very much. He said it's probably the best sketch he's ever gotten because it had measurements on it, and he set the knot accordingly how I wanted to, and then sent everything back for me. And the brush handle wasn't expensive. It was a $40 brush handle. I mean, I really can't complain, and it's a beautiful. It doesn't really come out properly, but it's a beautiful translucent red and this cream color, hence the name of the brush being strawberry and cream. So, yeah. Oh, you have your dad's birth year razor. That's fantastic. A 64. Unfortunately, when my dad was born, they didn't put stamps or date codes on the razors. He was born in 1950. This is a TGN. This is a Badger. It's finest, so it's not even a very expensive one, but got nice gel tips on it. I can really recommend the TGN knots. They're not the most dense. If you look at that, has some room in there, but great face feel. Absolutely loving it. Yeah, Dave. Yeah, I met him on through Badger and Blade. So he's a friend of yours. That's interesting. That's fantastic, Gray Dog. Small world. It's a very small shave community. It's really interesting. Yes, unfortunately, the Sterling Clubman is discontinued. But maybe if enough people bug him per email or messages, he'll set up a small, uh, like a sort of like a seasonal comeback once a year, just to kind of feed the fans, and then he doesn't have to do a large batch, but just so everybody. What's your birth year, Alex? 64? Yes, exactly, Gray Dog. That's where we got talking, and because he had a beautiful brush on his shave of the day, and I asked him where he gets it from. He didn't answer it in the columns below because he didn't want to do any advertisement, but he sent me a PM. He said he makes them, and I can only recommend the gentleman. He's a fantastic guy. Um, true gentleman. It took very good care of me because I messaged him and said I've never had one done. I don't know what I'm walking into. So help, and he did. W's a 51, yeah, but he's September. He'd be what, third quarter, 1950. That's my dad, and I don't think they put stamps on that, the date codes. Ha, Andreas, I got some here. I just put it outside, the orange chill. I have a sample of that. Great stuff. But I was a little disappointed that it wasn't quite as orangey as I had thought. It's got a lot of menthol scent in it, but maybe it was just a sample. It can happen. I need to at some point in time maybe spring for a larger tub. Ooh, 26 mil silver tip badger. That's a big brush. Just saying. Hold on. This is a 26 mil sterling finest, and that is a huge brush. I mean, I'm just saying. If you take your standard Old Spice mug, just to compare, 26 millimeter, fully bloomed. This is probably the largest size I'll go, as far as my preference goes. Gray Dog, are you talking to me? Tiddy, if you find a 1977 third quarter basically the X3, let me know. I'm looking for the same one. Yeah, I'm sorry, Butcher, but there's a lag of about 45 seconds between comment and my video. It's unfortunate with the Google Hangouts. I haven't found an app that works on my phone, so I can do this. So I have to do it with my laptop and Google Hangouts. Well, I know you love synthetics, Steve. Synthetics aren't bad brushes. It's just not my favorite. I can use them. I like using them. It's just, there's Badger and Boar in that order: Badger, Boar, and then synthetics. Now, horse will be interesting. I don't know where that's going to fit in. Hey, Lewis, glad you could join. I'm terribly sorry you missed most of the shave already. No, and Steve, no, I haven't tried menthol crystals yet. Up until now, I've taken the soap straight up as they are. But it will be something that could be interesting once I do find a scent that I like that I cannot get in without menthol or with menthol, and I'd like to have menthol in it. And I might be something to look at. I saw what you did there with the Williams cream, by the way. That was interesting. Thank you. Yeah, the lag is I'm working on it, guys. Like I said, I'm trying to find an app, or hopefully finally YouTube comes back and lets me do direct. Omega is still out there, which I plan on trying. So Omega brushes, they also definitely have a good reputation. I was just fortunate enough that I got started out with a Semogue synthetic brushes. You've seen them when I visited Grandma when you were there. I had the synthetic along. It's basically a hold on, guys. I'm going to switch to German real quick. It's a Kunstfaser. Okay, it's a brush made out of basically plastic threads, Kunstfaser. Okay. Oh, Grey Dog. You put menthol crystals in vintage Old Spice. Sacrilege. That's one thing, by the way. Yeah, since I've got you here on the live, that'd be fantastic. Can anybody recommend a good Old Spice flavored soap? I'm going to ask again. I'm looking at getting the Sterling one, the Sterling Spice. Oh, Grey Dog! I can imagine it's fantastic. I mean, the performance of that soap is renowned, and then adding a little bit of menthol to it. I mean, that's probably just the thing. But you know, it's so hard to get those original pucks. Now, Abe, unfortunately, I don't have the Maggart's Orange Menthol. The only soap right now I have a full puck of Maggart's is the London Barbershop. Yes, exactly, Frank. It's a plastic fiber, a very thin plastic fiber. They're excellent brushes nowadays. I showed you the Sterling one. The other one I have is this one from I think it's Rossmann. And it's also a synthetic fiber, a little more floppy, as you guys can see. There's not much backbone there, but it's a really nice one for bowl lathering due to the floppiness. And it's cheap. It costs like $10. Mama Bear's Aged Spice. Okay. Sterling Spice Rules. Yeah, that's what I was figuring. I mean, I like the performance of Sterling, so not getting into the Holy Black. I heard it's a great soap, but it's kind of pricey. Sterling Spice Retro Spice by Route 66. Okay. Armata by Maria Armin. Okay, that's excellent. So that's through the Fire Fine Crafts, right? Soap Commander Endurance is a great scent. Okay, Soap Commander. I need to see if because I haven't tried any Soap Commanders yet. So it's kind of the PAA. I'd love to try. There's two things that kind of where I need to get with Douglas one time. The Cold Spice, interesting, but I'd like to have the original and add menthol as needed, not in the soap, because I want to switch back and forth. Maybe just scoop out some, put some in a bowl, like Steve did. You know, just kind of get things going on a shape to shape basis. But yeah, I'm gonna see if I can hit up Douglas one time to see if he's got maybe something without menthol, kind of a straight up Old Spice, if he's planning on doing something like that, or if he has some in his vast array of soaps. I mean, the man has like what, 50, 60 different soap scents. Crazy. Yeah, well, Lock Butcher, just for explanation's sake, Fretzel is my 13-year-old son. So if he's got questions, he doesn't necessarily need to put it on here. He can also hit me up on Skype later on. So yeah, Fairhope Soap Company is a fantastic soap base. Unfortunately, they don't make a Old Spice scent. I've tried 2 of their samples, and it's a soft Italian style soap. Lathers up great. Didn't have any problems with it. I'll see to it that I'll use that one on a shave fairly soon. Oh yeah, and not just advice, but plenty of choices. He's got full pickings. So yeah. I don't know, guys. It's been an hour. If you guys want to continue, I'm with you on here. We can talk Keep talking. I got time. It's up to you guys. I just don't want to bore you. I'm enjoying the heck out of this. This is probably one of the better conversations I've had the last 2 days, except Cat, not Cat Alex. Soap Commander Honor is a nice one if you want a barbershop scented soap from Soap Commander. I've heard it's good. Like I said, it's just I haven't tried any of these Soap Commanders yet, and it's always a kind of a thing, getting into a new lineup. Right now, I've got some Razor Rocks, I've got some Sterling, and I've got some Ericas, the Stash Soapworks, which I'm kind of trying to build up on just kind of getting different scents because I've gotten to know the soap base. Now, Douglas, thanks to Brad Melling, I've got the CAD. I'm starting to like that very much, and it's getting very dangerous because I've been window shopping a lot on his website. Thank you, Grey Dog. Thank you very much. I enjoyed it very much. Guys, I think I'm gonna call it. The comments are starting to trickle in a little lower, a little slower, a little lower. Terribly sorry. 4 a.m. Tony, where the heck are you? Cold River Soapworks. That's one I've heard a lot of good things about. Guys, I'm just call it quits for today then. Pretty sure everybody's got something to do. It's a Saturday. I thank you for sparing an hour's time for me and joining me on this shave. Melbourne, Australia. Holy smokes. Okay. I'm terribly sorry. Hope you get some sleep after this. Thank you very much for standing up, by the way, and setting the alarm at 3 a.m. in the morning. Oh my God. Wow. Sorry about that, Alex. Okay. Andreas, guys, Abe, Mark, Josh, Michael, Alex, Tony, Lock Butcher. Frank, thank you for joining. I'll give you a holler later. Grey Dog, I'll definitely send you an email. So thank you so much. Later, guys. Have a great Saturday. Be safe. Okay, and hopefully we'll see each other very soon on the next live shave. I think Cap, you're up next. I believe for next week. Just putting that out there. So keep your eyes peeled on Cap's account. Okay, guys? Have a good one.